Hey guys, Nick LaCrosse here. I got a couple new heads to show you that I'm going to be stringing up, and a couple heads that I already did string up. I got an Eclipse Goldie head in black that I'm going to be stringing up with 10 diamond mesh. Just regular 10 diamond Gimalax, no throne mesh or nothing special. I got a 6K, black and yellow. See, black and yellow. It looks sort of green in the camera, but it's black and yellow. I'll be stringing that up. A pita pocket, and I got this 10K that I just strung up. I did 2 straights and a U, if you can see. It's got a, well, it's not that tight of a channel, but for a 10K, it's a wider head. It's got a nice channel. Can't really see that well in the picture. 10Ks are very easy to string up. I have a 10K I experimented on a lot, and I found like the perfect pattern that suits my needs for the 10K. What I did was something a little different this time. I usually do it the other way around. I usually do love knots for the first like 3 pieces. Like the first three mesh holes, I usually do love knots around the plastic and through the mesh to keep it nice and tight. But this time what I did was I did regular interlocks for the first 3 mesh, and then what I did was I did my normal thing on the bottom, except I did love knots to keep it tighter. If you could see there, it's very tight on the bottom, and that's not going to loosen up at all or move around at all really, and it actually holds the top tighter, so you don't even need the love knots up top. You see, the shooters are sort of covering it, but you see how I did like the regular interlocks on top, and then the bottom I kept the love knots? I put the love knots. The love knots actually helped keep it a lot tighter than it would have been without them. Like, it loosens up from the bottom usually. That's how it gets like loose all around. So I just did love knots on the bottom, and it kept it like a lot tighter. Like, I used it in the backyard for a little while, didn't move at all. The mesh was actually really soft for colored mesh. I mean, if it was my head, I wouldn't be using colored mesh. But it looks like he like played with the mesh a lot, and he like stretched it out so it would be semi-soft for the head. But it came out good. The mesh is soft enough to use. Like, it's not like really, really hard colored mesh. It's fairly soft. Like, you put some time into it. Came out good. I would probably use this head. If you look, here's my 10K. It's probably what his is going to look similar to when it's broken in. Similar pocket placement, except mine did loosen up a lot. Doesn't have any love knots in it before I even started doing love knots. You see the bottom? It's like a big gap there, right here. But for a higher pocket, I don't care. Like, it's mine. It's not like I'm gonna like put it in any contests or anything. It's just like to have fun with in the backyard. I play LSM. I'm not even gonna use this in a game. It's on an old Cryptolite, one of the Lacrosse Unlimited Edition ones, like where it's like the blue is like painted on. You can see it coming off. And I got my name engraved into it. It said my last name too, but the tape covered it. It's just an old shaft. Like, I've had it for a long time, so whatever. And I got a pita pocket to show you. That came out really good in my opinion. All white with purple fireworks shooters. There's really no screw-ups on it. Came out really good. I did something different that I don't usually do. I did like a little bit of the Cobra bottom just to keep it tight from sliding up. I don't like to put like slots in the mesh to go through it when I tie off. Like, it's unnecessary. Like, if you keep the bottom tight like that Cobra bottom, it's not gonna move, and it's not gonna be nearly enough weight to like notice. And then on the sides, I just did double under and double over, and I tied off. And on the front, since all I had was Goldie leathers, but Gimalax is out of stock on white leathers for a while, what I like to do is just do it like, I do like a knot around the front, and then I tie it off on the back. It doesn't really do anything, there's really no benefits, I just think it looks nicer, looks like cleaner. got a nice pocket. I practiced with it a little, it throws good, but I haven't really broken it in yet, like I haven't really had time. I strung this in the car on the way to my UMass tournament this weekend, so I had plenty of time to like make it like perfect. Like, I mean, it's not perfect, nothing's perfect, but like in the car, like I had time to like make sure like all the tensions were right and make it so that when it did break in, it would stretch out like where I wanted it to, and it wouldn't like bag out or anything. I'd have to make like a shitload of adjusting. And another thing I did on this was on the bottom string for the sidewall. Something I started doing, even if I have no, well, I don't know if you could really see it in this. On the bottom string, there's a love knot in it. Even if I put no love knots in the sidewall, like at all, what I've started doing, putting a love knot on the bottom, because if you notice, like when you tie it off, it's really hard to get the knot like perfectly tight. Even when you do get it perfectly tight, it stretches sometimes. So what I started doing is I put a love knot in the bottom. So even if my bottom knot is a little loose, the love knot will keep the whole thing tight, and it'll stop it from stretching out on the bottom. It'll keep it a lot cleaner. So I did that. I started doing that. I did it on a couple sticks already. It's been working out good. And yep, that's pretty much it. So hope you liked the video. I'll probably be doing another one tomorrow. So you just keep a lookout for that after I string this Eclipse, a 6K. And I have a M80X somewhere that I still got to string. I ran out of supplies. Like they wanted, like for the 6K, the kid wanted black leather with neon yellow string. So I didn't have that, so I ordered it. I got a Gym Lock order. It should be coming in tomorrow. So if it comes in tomorrow, I'll string all this stuff up, and I'll make another video around tomorrow night. So just keep watching, like, subscribe. See you tomorrow.